Hi everybody, welcome back to another Napa STEM Academy science lesson. Today we're going to be talking about lava lamps. The idea is to create our own lava lamp using principles from physics and chemistry. Before we get started, let's look at the vocabulary. Our first word is density. Density is a measurement that compares the amount of matter an object has to its volume. An object with a lot of matter in a certain amount of volume has high density. An object with a little amount of matter in that same amount of volume has low density. For example, the size of a sponge and the size of a brick may be the same, but a brick is far more dense than a sponge. The word properties refers to the unique parts or components of a specific thing. In our experiment, the properties of water are very different from the properties of oil. Contrast is the state of being very different from something else that is in close association. There is a huge density contrast between water and oil. Soluble refers to something that can be part of another liquid when combined with it. Sugar, when combined with water, becomes a part of the water. And as we'll discover, objects being soluble or non-soluble will be very important to our experiment. To react means to respond or behave in a particular way in response to something. Pay attention to how the water and oil react to each other during this experiment. Carbon dioxide is an odorless gas that is present everywhere on our planet. We humans breathe in oxygen and then breathe out carbon dioxide. In this experiment, the chemical reaction you will witness will create bubbles of carbon dioxide. Before we jump in, let's talk about why this experiment works. Liquid is one of the four states of matter. Because of its properties, it flows, pours, and takes the shape of your container. Water and oil separate because of their complete density contrast. When you add the food coloring, the oil doesn't change color because the food coloring is water soluble. Then, the Alka-Seltzer will give the experiment a lava lamp effect. The Alka-Seltzer reacts with the water to make bubbles of carbon dioxide. The bubbles get attached to the blobs of colored water and bring them to the top of the glass. So who invented the lava lamp? The lava lamp was invented in 1948 by an English accountant named Edward Craven Walker. It took him 15 years to perfect his design, which he originally called an astro lamp. In 1965, he introduced his astro lamp at a novelty convention in Germany. Two Americans named Adolf Wertheimer and Hy Specter, in awe with the lamp's beauty, purchased the rights to sell the lamp to the United States. With all this new knowledge in mind, let's get started with our experiment. Here's what you're going to need for this experiment. Enough water to fill 1/4 of your container, enough cooking oil to fill 3/4 of your container, food coloring, a couple tabs of Alka-Seltzer, and a tall, slim bottle or other container. Step 1. Fill your container 1/4 of the way with water. Then, fill the rest of the container with oil, another 3/4 of the way. If you watch closely, you will witness the oil and the water do not mix together because of their different properties and the contrast of their density. Step 3. Add a few drops of food coloring, your choice of color. The food coloring is water-based, so you will see it immediately mix with the water, but not the oil. For step 4, add a couple tabs of Alka-Seltzer and watch the colorful reaction. If you would like to challenge yourself on this activity, ask the help or permission of a parent and make more lava lamps using different colors. Try adding dish soap for an extra element or other things. I added some glitter to mine too. What do you think would happen? For even more fun, ask a parent permission to take a water bottle and fill it with your lava experiment. Add some hot glue to seal the lid on and have a homemade fun lava bottle. If you have a kinder through second grader, consider helping these students understand the difference between primary colors and secondary colors. When mixing the solution of the lava lamp, have them pick a color that requires mixing 2 primary colors together. For example, mix yellow and blue to make green. If you have a 3rd through 5th grader, consider having these students create a lava lamp to larger scale by doubling their recipe. Then have them use the flashlight on a smartphone or another light source to put under the lamp and then turn the lights off in the room for a cool mood light effect. We hope you had fun making this simple and awesome science experiment. Don't forget to send us photos and videos of your awesome creations, and we'll see you next week for another science video.